Welcome back. Today is Saturday, August the 2nd, 2019, and today I'm going to give my monthly update on my journey with Wegener. So I'm going to talk about July. I don't watch my videos very often, and I don't go back and watch them. I may watch them once, so forgive me if I talked about some of this in my last month video. I don't remember exactly what I talked about. But I did finish up my chemo in June. I believe I did talk about that. And I started Rituxan, which is antibody therapy. And I did my first round June 20th. I did my second round on July 3rd. I did really well with the Rituxan, actually. My first time, I think it took like 4.5 hours. Second time, the infusion only took 2.5 hours. I did not have any bad reactions to it the second time. I was a lot more tired though after the second round. I was tired and nauseated for about a week, but I didn't throw up at all, so that was good. But I don't have to come back until January of 2020. I go back in June 2020, and then I go back in January 2021. Lord willing, I'm still here, and they'll reevaluate my maintenance schedule. I am down to 10 milligrams of prednisone. I will be on 10 milligrams of prednisone until January. In January, I will go down to 7.5, and then in April, I'll go down to 5. I don't think I'll probably ever get to go any lower than 5, but I'll certainly be glad to be down to 5. 10's not as bad as the higher doses, but it still has a lot of side effects. But I live with the side effects because if I don't take the prednisone, I will die. And I know people mean well, I really do, but people don't understand with this disease, it's not curable. There is no known cause, no known cure. I had somebody tell me to go off the prednisone because prednisone kills people and take apple cider vinegar. And I kindly responded, I appreciated their concern, but if I don't take prednisone, I will die, and apple cider vinegar will not cure this. And again, I do appreciate people trying to help, but I know a lot about this disease. I've learned a lot, and I'm continuing to learn a lot. I learn something new, it seems, every day. But anyways, I just wanted to share that. But the other thing going on is that I saw my nephrologist last month. I see him once a month as of right now. And the week before I see him, I go to my GP doctor and do blood work and give a urine sample for them to test different levels of things. And very good news is my creatinine level, which is my kidney function, is 1.3. Normal is 1.1. I was at 10 in the hospital. So it's definitely slowly improving, and he's very, very pleased with my progress. He's pleased with me being in remission and staying in remission for now, and the maintenance is working right now. But I do have another issue. My blood pressure is just almost out of control. I am on 3 different blood pressure medications. They have to limit what I take. I can't just take anything like your average person because of my kidney function. I can't take vitamins, I can't take supplements, I can't take herbal medicines. There are a whole list of prescription medicines I can't take. So that's been an issue. He did double one of my medicines that I started at, I believe, 1.25, and now I'm up to 12.5 on. It's slowly been increasing over time. But it is what it is, and it's nothing I can control on my own. It's not anything I've chosen. It's part of the disease. Oh, sorry, that's why I'm wearing sunglasses, because it's going to be a hard one. My kidneys don't work right, and part of my kidney function not working, it does cause blood pressure issues. I'm so thankful, though, that I am off dialysis. I can't reiterate that enough to people. If you've ever experienced being on dialysis, you know what I'm talking about, or somebody you love or care about has been on dialysis, you understand. It's awful. I would happily do chemo once a week over doing dialysis 3 times a week. But anyhow, so that's an issue that we're working on, trying to fix, hoping that this medicine will help it. Mainly it's the bottom number that's so high. The bottom number stays around 90. My top number is around 150. He wants it at 120. And mind you, I had no blood pressure issues prior to getting sick. So it's been hard. I'm going to see a ENT doctor. When I first got sick, I had fluid behind my ears. When they first checked me, the first time I went to the doctor prior to being diagnosed, she didn't seem overly concerned about it. The second time I went, I still had fluid behind my ears, and she didn't seem too concerned about it. And then, of course, I was diagnosed, and I still have fluid behind my ears, and Wegener's can affect your hearing. And the issue I'm having is if I'm I hear something really loud, my ears will ring, which they kind of did that prior from a long time ago. I got water in my ears, and I think I got an ear infection, and it just kind of caused that, but it's gotten worse. But the worst part for me is my hearing is not as good as it used to be. I'm okay like watching television or talking one-on-one with somebody, but if I get in a large group setting or there's a lot of background noise, I have a hard time hearing, and it's really frustrating to me. I did post about this on my Wegener's group. I want to give a shout out to my Wegener's support group, best group on Facebook. And the people that have had issues like this said that it's a quick and easy fix. They've found usually the ENT will put tubes in your ears right there in the office, so that would be good to drain that fluid. So I go to see him on Wednesday, the 7th. So I am looking forward to it as much as I look forward to going to any doctor, but I'm looking forward to getting some answers. Let's see. I do have some pretty exciting news. As you know, if you've watched my videos, I do get SSDI now. It started in May, so I got my first check in June. So I got a check in June. In July, I'll get one in August. And it's not much money at all. It's very, very little. It's not much more than what I made a week when I worked. But I'm certainly thankful for it and grateful for it because we need the money. I mean, my husband took a new job and took a small pay cut, and we've gone through all our savings with me not working for 8-9 months, I guess it was 9 months. And I have a massive amount of medical debt. The good thing with the new job, it's got the same insurance company, but it's a better plan for us. So it's got a max out of pocket $7,500 a year, which is great. I reached that real quick after being put on it. Actually, we'll reach it immediately upon my first Rituxan treatment in January, so that's good. Rituxan's about $13,000 or $14,000 in infusion, and I've had 2 of them. I also had 1 chemo, and I've seen the nephrologist twice. I've had countless blood work done, so definitely, we met it fairly early on, so that's good. But I'm also feeling a lot better. I don't feel great, but I do feel better. And so on Social Security, you can earn money. You can't earn a lot. I can earn $771 a month, which is not much money. Again, it's less than what I made working full-time per week, but certainly better than nothing. So I decided that I was going to look for a job. Looking for a part-time job, a minimum wage job, something low stress, low, I don't know the word I'm looking for. Energy, that's not the right word, but I think you get what I'm saying. Low impact. But I decided to look. So I started looking on Friday. On Monday, I had a job. And I have to give God the glory for that because He provided a need for me. It's not my ideal job. It's not something I wanted to do, but it's a job. Currently, I'm working for Jimmy John's. I've only worked 3 times because I took last week off for a pre-planned vacation. And I'm doing deliveries, and I do get tips. So the tips definitely help with the cash. And working on something else, another job possibly, and maybe a bookkeeping job that would be a cash paying job, which would be good. I did accounting work prior to getting sick. I was an office manager. I was payroll administrator before that, so it's kind of up my alley. And my husband's an accountant, so he's certainly able to help me if I get stuck on something. But I'm very thankful for the job. Like I said, I've only worked 3 days. It's not bad. It's not stressful. It's real easy. I get along with everybody I work with, just fine. And so I'm definitely very thankful for that. So let's see. It seems like I had some other things to say. Oh, okay. So I did go on a mini vacation with Danae. And I was supposed to go to my daughter's, but something happened and I wasn't able to go. So Danae and I and her daughter and her daughter's friend, Alicia, her daughter's Amy. So Amy, Danae, Alicia, and I went to Murfreesboro, which is just outside of Nashville. And we stayed with her mom for 2 days. And we went to Nashville Shores for the water park for the last hurrah, which I did a little video on. I'll be posting it in a couple weeks. And it was really fun for me. I didn't do very much. I mainly stuck to the lazy river. I did get in the wave pool. And I really wanted to go down. There's a big water slide called I think it's called the Big Kahuna. And it's a 4-person one. So it looked like a lot of fun. And I honestly would have done it, but the stairs to go up to that thing were so high. And I knew I don't have the energy to walk that. I can walk now a lot better than I used to. 6 months ago, I couldn't walk 10 feet without feeling like I was going to pass out. I can walk great distances now. I mean, I could probably easily walk a mile without any issue, but it was elevated and it was crowded, and I just didn't feel like it was a good idea for me. But that goes to the next thing is that I also still tire very easily. I got home on Thursday. It's Saturday, and I'm still recovering. And the only strenuous thing I did was go to the water park and walk around, and I didn't even walk around that much. I mostly hung out on this lazy river, laid out for a while, would get back in, go in the wave pool. And I wasn't, I just sat in the wave pool for the most part, kind of at the shore. It's kind of like the beach, just letting the water lap on me. And I got on the inner tube and went out a little bit, but that was it. So it wasn't like I was just running around like a maniac, but that's where I still have problems, It's hard. I had a meltdown this morning. I don't have them that often anymore, but I'm frustrated, and I'm having a hard time coming to terms with my new reality. While I'm grateful to be alive, I hate the changes. I hate being so tired all the time. I hate not being able to work full time and contribute to the family. My husband took a second job because we need the money. And I hate that he has to do that. I want to be like I used to be. And I know I won't be, and I know I'm not, and I know I can't. I've thought about giving up my SSDI and working full time, but he pointed out to me, yeah, you could do that, but it'll kill you. Stress is not good. I work real hard not to get stressed out about things because stress can trigger a relapse. So I make a conscious effort not to let things bother me. It's hard sometimes, and I have days like this where I do get upset. I want to be productive. I want to be normal again, but my normal is not my old normal. And so, anyhow, I'm just being realistic and open and honest on this journey. It's not easy. I miss the way I used to look. I miss my face not being round like a pumpkin. I miss my hair being long and beautiful and thick. I know those are vanity things, but as a woman, if you're a woman watching this, you understand. I miss not getting exhausted all the time. I miss not feeling good. I still get really bad stomach aches. And I've talked about before, I have a secondary disease because of the prednisone called gastroparesis. And I get really bad stomach issues with that, and it'll flare up, and there's no warning. Really, I usually can kind of tell, because usually I get really nauseous the day before. My stomach will just hurt so bad, and then this is gross, I'll start burping, like really gross taste, and I don't burp. The only time I burp is occasionally when I do drink pop, which is not often. Sometimes if I drink beer, I'll burp a little bit, but not a whole lot. I've just never been a burper. Can't burp on command or anything, or demand. But anyways, so I have that to deal with on top of everything else. And there's a whole lot of other things I'm not going to go into with it. But it's hard. It's hard to accept this. And so, again, keeping it real with you guys, I have decided to get some counseling. I used to think I just had anxiety, but I'm accepting, not accepting, I don't have an issue with it. I'm realizing I have some depression issues now, which I think is completely normal when you go from being healthy and active and productive, and then in a matter of weeks, nearly dying and your whole world turning upside down. It's kind of to be expected. I'm very, very positive and very optimistic, but I'm also a realist. So, I'm not afraid of dying. I'm okay with dying. I don't want to die. I don't want to leave my children and my husband, and I don't want to not meet my future grandbabies. But, I realize this disease will probably kill me. I pray I'm given 20 years. I don't know. It seems to me like generally speaking, and I don't know this for a fact, this is just kind of from what I've understood and read, that remission, you're good to go in remission maybe 10 years, 12 years. There are people who are in remission 20 years. I understand that, but I realize that this will probably come back. It will probably come back worse than it was the first time. So I don't take for granted anything. I appreciate every day that I'm given. I'm appreciative of the little things that I can do. I'm appreciative of the support system I have. I'm appreciative for my husband, who works so hard for us. And it stuck by me. I know people who have gotten very, very sick, not with just Wegener's, but cancer or other things like that. Their spouses left because they couldn't deal with the stress. And I'm so thankful that that's not a concern of mine. We don't have a perfect marriage. Nobody does. And if they tell you they do, they're lying. But he's as close to perfect as I can think of. And so, it is what it is. But, changes are going to have to happen in our lives that I don't like. But, life is a constant, I'm trying to think of my words, constant battle of valleys and peaks, and right now we're kind of in a valley, but it will turn around. Oh, my mascara is running. But it's hard. But I just wanted to keep this real for you guys. I want to encourage people and just let people know that they're not alone. And I want to my goal in doing this is to show people what it's like to have a chronic illness, an invisible illness, because I don't look sick. If you did not know I was sick, you wouldn't know I was sick. If you didn't know me prior, you wouldn't know that I look different. I don't act sick. I don't look sick. But I saw a meme one time that was so funny to me. I love this meme, and I think it sums it up perfectly. An autoimmune disease, because the only thing tough enough to kick my own ass is myself. It's true. My body is trying to kick my own ass. I mean, literally. And I'm not going down without a fight. I'm having a rough day, but tomorrow will be better. The day after that will be better. It's not always peaches and cream. It's not always smooth sailing. But, I am #Betty Badass, and I will not go down without a fight. I hope this encourages other people. I did have one of my Wegener's friends tell me that she shared my story, a snippet of it, and my little mantra with a friend who has just been diagnosed with a disease, and I really appreciate that. I hope that I am encouraging people and helping people understand what it's like to have a chronic illness and an invisible illness, and that it's okay to be upset, it's okay to cry, it's okay to yell, it's okay to scream, but it's not okay to give up. And I won't give up. Just too tough for that. I'm a tough bird. I've had a rough life. And, what's one more thing in the grand scheme of things? Someday I might share the story of my childhood, which was not a pleasant childhood. But, it made me who I am today. And I think it helped me become the positive Polly that I am. Or as my husband likes to call me, bright side BB. Well, I think that's about it. I have babbled on way too long. I hope you made it to the end of this video. If you enjoyed the video is not really the right word, but if you got something out of the video, if I encouraged you or taught you something, leave me a thumbs up. Feel free to comment down below. If you have a chronic illness or if you have Wegener's, feel free to reach out to me. You're not alone. It can be a lonely disease, and it can be a scary disease, but you don't have to be alone, and you don't have to be scared. That's what my son used to say. I'm scared. You don't have to be scared alone. There are people out there who understand. And all right, well, I will let you guys go. I hope you guys have a great day, and remember, not every day is good, but there's always something good in every day, even on the days that the only good thing is that you woke up. All right, I will talk to you guys next time.